Look, my brother, I want to let you know something. Because many times people are just only campaigning of, that is people that I've relied on, are those people that I will say their campaign is so only geared on the path of peace. They will say, they will always tell the youth and tell people that is, or make their campaign through religion and the rest, that tell your people that every problem, the best way to tackle every problem is through dialogue and peace. I disagree with all these assertions of mostly our religious leaders. To be specific, our church leaders, we don't base everything on the ways of peace. That is why many times I choose to tell people that some people are reading the Bible from only one side. If you continually tell people that no, don't go by problem, don't make trouble, let us approach everything diplomatically by way of peace, I always choose to tell people that you are not reading the Bible nicely. When you are faced with problems of people, leadership that no longer see the people they are leading as human beings, that they should sometimes listen to their yearnings and aspirations. Therefore, people will begin to look at it from a different angle, that these people no longer need to be approached peacefully, because any situation or any condition of people that no longer see the people they are leading as people to listen to, just know it that peace can never give you any result. Even in the days of the Bible, when you read the Bible carefully, you will realize that many times when situation of such becomes the case, God will pick somebody from the lot of persons to go and make the change. And what are the rules of God? Go into that city, destroy everybody, destroy everything that you see on your way. No matter the human being, thou shalt not let any human being in that city to remain alive. Be it a child, a pregnant woman, or even anybody. That is to tell you how God make his changes. Before then, ways of peace must have been put in place, but none of them seem to be working out. Then God will come out in a different way. So this day, they will tell you, our church leaders will tell you that Jesus Christ has come, and Jesus came to preach peace. This is where I tell people, yes, understood that Jesus Christ came to preach peace, but before Jesus came finally in this way of being so peaceful, did we forget, or have we forgotten so soon, that Jesus Christ fought those people that are making the ways of God seem like something that is not attainable, or something that should not be seen as part of life? Jesus Christ fought them to stand still. He went into the temple when it was being used by those gangsters and the rest. He fought physically by that is, he physically combated them and chased them out of the temple. That is not peace. That was not peace. Jesus Christ fought this physically. The Bible did not tell us how he fought them, but let us use our head to think how a man like Jesus Christ conquer people of those nations. When we say this is a den of gamblers and the rest, among gamblers there you have robbers, assassins, and the rest packed in that place. He went into that place without preaching peace. That means Jesus Christ was a very powerful person, known by the people that is a warrior. And that was why when he entered the place with the heart of fury, I always tell people that when Jesus entered that place, he breaks some people's head, he break the arm of some people, and some people ran away with some parts of their bones dislocated. That was why he was able to reclaim the temple to God. And again, I want to tell people that when God wants to pick somebody to make a change as a leader, that person will first of all fight the battles against the bad people with a more bad approach. Whoever that will be affected at that material time is supported by God. Every evil way that that man is going to use to reposition that city or that land in the path of God's desire is highly accommodated by God. God welcomes it. So let us not always believe that everything must always be peace, peace, peace. No, I disagree with that. Any religious head or leader who believe that an approach to issues must always be based on the ways of peace, he say no. Peace, yes, when you try the way of peace and it is not working out, through the ways of peace year to year and it is not working out, then it is time to realize that it is time to fight the battle with an absolute tenacious powers that will strengthen what can actually make the change. Then you give him a match that will make him to be afraid. That is how God creates the world. Nobody should always believe that everything should be only by way of peace. Look at Donald Trump. Everything Donald Trump is doing, people will be there saying is this, is that. But the fight of Donald Trump is all about a fight against a group of people that, when allowed to go through the ways they are going, this world is going to be led by terrorism. But people are not seeing it that way. The fight he is fighting today is going to reshaping this entire earth. People will know the right thing to do after now. So in whatever way you find yourself or wherever we find ourselves, we determine the approach to that issue. When you approach it peacefully and it is not working, then it is high time you approach it power for power. That is just the way I see it. My brother, that's the way I see it. You may be seeing it from another angle, but I believe it is not all the time. Peace, peace, peace. We have tried the way of peace through the years.